Buddy. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody's holidays over the weekend? Um, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes and see if anybody comes in. We're gonna wait. Do you want to get on the couch? I got my little Chloe here. Um, oh, there we go. We're all set. Just wait a few minutes. Let me get Chloe here. Do you want to get up here? Come here. Got Chloe. Here's Chloe. Hey, this is Chloe. It's me and Chloe. We're just on here to say hello. Hey, we got one person so far. I just came on, just waiting for a few people to come on. Hey, hello, peace. Hey, Dior. Hi. We got Chloe here. How are you? Did you have a great weekend? Oops, she's got the burp. She just ate her doggy food. Let me put her on a couch because, like, she's shedding. I gotta plug my phone in because it. Hello, hey, there's Irma. Hi, Irma. I just plugged my phone in. How are you? How's your cat Ice doing? How's Ice doing? Good evening, MichelleMarie and Chloe. Yes. How are you? I'm doing good. And how's Dior? I got a notification. Hey, that's excellent. Dior got a notification. Yeah, sometimes you have to reset it because, like, sometimes when the YouTube updates, I have to do it all the time. Sometimes I don't get people's notifications until they've been on like a half an hour and I'm like, what is going on? But if I reset it, a lot of times I do it. So anyway, I just came on. I don't have a plan or a title just other than Happy Tuesday. We've been getting a lot of rain here. We can talk about anything, whatever you guys want. Oh, we got 6 people. Hey, everybody. Thanks for all the likes. Come on and say hello. So anyway, yes, it's been raining and today, earlier it stopped. It wasn't raining earlier today, but it's been raining nonstop since like last week sometime. And we got another downpouring rain yesterday and last night. Oh my God. Good thing I have like drains. There's like a drain that's like on the driveway, at the top of the driveway, because my driveway has like a little hill, and then it goes underneath the ground and it goes around back through my yard, and it's under the ground and it goes through underneath my back porch. It's a good thing that's there, because otherwise it would be probably a flood downstairs or whatever. But I was in flood zone last night. I was a little bit nervous though, because it was like really bad. And I was like, oh, there's nobody up. I can't call anybody because my mom goes to bed early. But I almost called Luna because I was like I was getting scared and nervous. But yeah, I don't know. Because I was in flood. They said flood. I don't know. This beep sound goes across the TV and you're in that emergency. That's what they said, emergency thing. So I don't know. Um, I'm good. Dior says she's good, and Irma says, we are doing well. Kitty is already sleeping. We have had cold spring. Oh, cold spring, yes. Irma's from Finland. Yes, there's a couple of people on here from Finland. Another woman, and she goes to these like amazing places. I don't know. She went in this ice sculpture thing, and they had a slide. This was during the winter time. They had a slide, and she was in Finland. I thought that was, and they had it all like lights decorated for Christmas. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. Flood warnings. Yeah, luckily I'm not, knock on wood, in the flood zone, but like it just like the wind and everything, and the rain was just literally like buckets and like nonstop pouring rain. But it's been raining for since last week, and we're supposed to get rain all the way up till Sunday. So we did get rain this evening earlier, and it's thunder and everything, but it was light rain, and I couldn't mow my yard because it was wet. Chloe's over here rolling around. Can you hear her? She's like, You a good girl? She got treats, didn't you? She got treats. She was just eating her dog food and she was like for some reason she walks it like to her bed area. I called her nappy. I call her little beds that I have around, those little beds. I call them beds, but then I call her actual bed where she goes to sleep her nappy. But anyway, she brings the food over there and eats it. I don't know why she does that, but I've seen other Pomeranians do that. So anyway, we got 17 people. Hey everybody, hit the like button. Come on in, say hello. Hello. I see it going up and down. Peace everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Ooh, we got 30 people now. Holy cannoli. Hey 30 people. How's everybody doing? Come on and say hello. Mine used to eat that way. Yes, I don't know, Pomeranians. I've never seen any other dog doing that. Anybody got Pomeranians? Ooh, that now it's down to 15. We had 30. I had 56 people in here one time, but they all came in the chat. And that was the only time I had that. And it was like, oh, there's Dave in Bangor, Maine. I'm with you. Yes, hey, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. How are you? How is your weather doing in Maine? I think it's smart to eat that way. Yes. I put her food out early and then she eats it when she wants. She'll eat early and then she'll save some of it for later. Sometimes she saves it for really late, which it is late when she was eating it. Weren't you? She's in the couch. She's such a doll face, aren't you? You're so cute. I brushed her earlier and yeah, I brushed her. Didn't we? We brushed you. Yes. She's like, can you hear her? I don't know if you can hear her. How are you doing, Dave? I'm glad that you're here. We got 11 people. Hey, everybody. Hit the like button. Thank you. Anyway, I ate light today. Or actually, I had soup because I didn't want to cook anything. But Irma says, I met 2 Pomeranians today when I was walking. Oh, nice. Sweet. I love them. I always wanted one. And they were just so out of reach. They were so expensive when I lived in New York. And then when we moved here, I had my Great Pyrenees. And he died of cancer. He had cancer in the mouth. And oh my God, it was like a human dying. Like I'll have to do pictures. I'm gonna do a vertical stream and I'll try to find some pictures. I don't know when I'll find those pictures, but we'll put those on there. And I don't know if I got any video. Don't know if that'll play on the Prism, but yes, and we came here and we got the Poms and I'm just so happy. They're so great. They really are. All animals are. Dave says that we had a good day today, but all parades were canceled yesterday due to the weather. Yes, I think they were here as well. And they have them everywhere. Like, I don't know where they had them because I don't usually go to the Memorial Parade, but they do have it in Gatlinburg as well. But yeah. Everybody's getting downpoured rain around these parts, and not last year but the year before my surrounding area was flooded. And there's like I'm on the border of North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky, and yeah, so I'm on the border of that. Like I'm near Asheville, North Carolina. They got completely flooded out and areas there, and then there was people that were up on top of a hospital. They had people in a hospital and it flooded and they were on top of the hospital and they had to rescue them with a helicopter and they got all the people out and all the patients out and everything. But some of these people that were in part of that flood, their houses aren't built yet and everything. They didn't get the help that they actually need. So there's still areas, a lot of Asheville, that's all better now, but like other areas in Virginia area is not. And it flooded out like there's a place called Damascus and they have these trails. I think they were flooded out as well. And I've never been there. I'd like to go there, but they get a lot of bears there. So I don't want to go by myself. Irma says, I'm sorry, I gotta go to sleep. It's almost 6 a.m. in the morning. Oh, you're up so early. I'm gonna try to do different time streams and stuff. Yeah, I'll try to come on earlier and stuff. I don't know If it's 6 in the morning, it's like 11. It's about 10:30 here. Well, after 10, quarter to 11. So how many hours are you apart? Let's see, 11. Well, we'll say 11, but it's not 11 yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're almost 7 hours ahead of me. Well, you have a good night. I'm glad that you came in. So if you're 7 hours ahead, so if I come on earlier, like at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'll try to do like 2 o'clock, between 2 and 4 streams. I don't know when, but I got to go to the store tomorrow. I hope you have a good night. I'm glad that you came in, and give your cat Ice a hug for me. Yes, I'm glad to see you. Did everybody have a good weekend? What did everybody do? Did you have a good weekend, Dior? Oh, there's Carpo. Hey, hey, Carpo. How's it going? Did you get your things straightened out that we talked about the other day? 7 hours. Yes, I'm in the future. Carpo's a whole day ahead, so it's like whatever time it is now, PM, he's on the next day, AM. So you're around 11 AM. So how's it going, Carpo? I'm homesick as dog, no work for me. Oh, I'm homesick. Oh, I hope you feel better. I was wondering, I didn't see you streaming. Um, oh, I had allergy problem. Um, I'm gonna have a lot of yard work, and I really don't want to. I had my yard caught up except for the weeding, and then all this rain, and now I'm like so worried about trying to get that caught up, and that's gonna take me forever. I don't know. I can't do it if it's wet. I hope that you feel better. Never been so sick before. Oh no, maybe you better go get checked. You probably need to get checked then. That's horrible. Well, keep let me know how things are going. I don't know. Um, I've been having allergy. I have allergy problems with this. When it rains, sometimes I get headaches. I don't got one now, but the other day, um, I would get like a headache, a tiny headache, like right before it rains or something, and body aches, runny nose, nausea, bad headache, coughing. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Maybe you need to get some. Do they sell Nyquil there and like Robitussin? Um, I would get that stuff and some sort of nasal spray, maybe. You definitely need to probably go to the doctor's before it gets any worse, because you never know. I know that stuff is going around. People had some horrible flu was going around here, um, and they're talking about some other stuff going around. I don't know. I hope that you feel better. That's horrible. It's a bit better than yesterday. Oh, well, that's good. Drink lots of tea and orange juice. Toast. So I'm not going to stay too late because it's a weekday. I was actually trying to get on here at 9, but I had to put the garbage out and all this other stuff. So anyway, how about you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just been busy. I've been busy organizing things and trying to get things done around here. I don't have very big closets here, so I have stuff in my garage, and like I don't know, I didn't put my winter sweaters away yet, so I've been going through them and getting those ready to put away and getting my short summer stuff out, stuff like that. But I have so many clothes, it's taken me a while to do things. And I got like I have this like office, and I want to set up my art stuff in there and do stuff in there, but like I got to clean that out, so I've been going through that a little bit. How about you? Complete opposite seasons. Yes, we're in springtime. I got some orange lilies, all that rain, some of the orange lilies. I want to do like a stream out in my yard, but I guess when I do it, my yard's going to be a little bit messy. Yeah, it's going to take me, it takes me about 4 or 5 days to mow, because my push mower only does like an hour or so, or a couple hours, something like that. So I have to do it little by little. Like I have to do the front, then I have to do the side, then I got to do the back, then I got to do this side of the hot. Like it's crazy, but little by little. But we're supposed to get rain on. They're saying all the way to Sunday, so I don't know. I hope some of those days change. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope you feel better. That's horrible. I don't like being sick. I don't get sick too much, but when I do, it's not good because I can't take medications. I can take like what they call like a Z pack type thing, but I don't have medical benefits and I don't right now, and I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm allergic to a lot of things. They can give me the Z pack, whatever that is, but I can't take anything else. I'm allergic to a lot of things. I'm even allergic to like muscle relaxers. I'm not allergic to them. They clot my blood, so it's like I can't really take stuff. So I'm gonna be screwed if I get anything really bad. Um, yeah, I'm allergic to like this stuff called vancomycin. I'm allergic to penicillin and anything sulfur based and stuff. So most of the time, one time I was so sick. This was when I was younger, and I went to the doctors, and I was like barely made it there. Had to have somebody drive me, and they wouldn't even give me anything because the doctor said, well, because you're so allergic and we can't take a chance. And oh man, I was so freaking sick. It was horrible. I felt like I had pneumonia or something. I hope that you'll be okay, but just take care of yourself. He says he's never gotten sick as well. This is sick in many years. Yeah, I know exactly. There's more stuff out there. I don't know. Is the flu going around where you live? Is the flu going around over there? You're going into winter time, so that's probably um, this is probably the time that everybody does get sick. I try to get the flu shot every year, but because I don't have benefits, I try to get it at the county, and I missed it this year. I had the whole date wrong. Yes, half of the people at my work are off sick. Oh, that's horrible. What did they have? Did they have the flu? And then Diore says, yes, keep healthy. Yes, definitely. It's hard when you work around people. It's like, I don't know, my brother, the one that died, he was a germophobic. He was like, I don't feel like I'm a germophobic, but I don't like the germ, like I'm a little bit maybe that way. I don't know. Like I always am washing my hands and stuff, not on a constant basis, but every time. I hate going in the ladies' room and you see somebody walk out and not wash their hands. That is so disgusting. But I don't like shaking people's hands anymore. People want to shake hands, and I'm like, I don't do that no more because of that. Yep, I'm a clean freak. Yes, exactly. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably the flu. It's probably the flu. I would get if you have Robitussin there and that NyQuil stuff. That might help. There's something called Theraflu. That stuff is disgusting, but it works for stuff like that. Yep, I'm a clean freak. Yeah. Um, yeah, my brother was really funny. I don't know. He had like, what do they call that? OCD or whatever you want to call it. The one that passed away. He was like, he was really a germaphobe and everything. When he was in the hospital, my mother, she didn't mean to laugh, but she says, oh, your brother's in the hospital. He was really sick. And he said he could have that. He said, look at how dirty this place is. He said he could have it cleaned in like 20 minutes, he told my mother. And I said, what the heck is he? He was so sick he couldn't even. He saw the dust around, I guess. I don't know. I used to, my niece and nephew, when they were younger, my brother would ask me and my sister-in-law, you want to babysit? And I'm like, okay. So we'd be making cookies or whatever and get this stuff out to make cookies and stuff. And they were like, little kids, I don't know, they made a mess. Is that a coffee drink? No, I don't drink coffee at night. It's just lemon water I've been drinking lemon water. Yeah, and I made peach tea, but I don't like to put them in this. I like to have a top on something when I'm streaming so I don't spill it. But I didn't want to put my peach tea in here because one of my other things, it did something to the straw. So yeah, so no, this is just lemon water. Lemon water is good for you. Keep hydrated. But yeah, it is funny, isn't it? I miss my brother. I hate the holidays are hard, even like just Memorial Day. I don't know. I did speak to my mom. Um, I had plans on I was going to clean my gas grill and cook, see if I had any gas in there to cook out, but that didn't happen. So, but I just ate lightly. Tomorrow I got to go to the store, so I got to go to. I hate going to the store, but I'd rather go during the beginning of the week than the end of the week, because I'm out of like bread and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just want to come on and say hello. I don't really have much to say. I don't want to. Oh, we got 6 likes. Thank you, everybody. Or I see six. I see 6 on my iPad, but then I see 5 up there. So I don't know what. I don't know. I got this message. Um, in the YouTube studio, there's like a little bell on the top, and if you go in there, sometimes you can see people's comments, but for some reason everybody's doesn't go over there, so I always have to go to the other side. I have to go to the other side on the YouTube side where the other bell is, and then everybody's comments are mostly there, but not everybody. I don't understand what is going on. All these platforms aren't on the same time frame, but I was in there looking at there because they put messages in there sometimes, and I guess YouTube said they fixed the counter. So one day I was watching one of my shorts. It was flying up and it had like a lot of views, over 1,000. Then I sat there and it started going down, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I don't know if that's what they're talking about or if they're talking about this counter going up and down, because it's saying different things on my iPad than what it is on there. So I don't know. Does anybody else have an iPad? I have the iPad. Mine's the. I don't like the cover that mine came with, but I do have some other covers. I have some other covers that I could switch it on. But you do have an iPad? Mine is the 5th generation. Mine's the iPad Mini. I got the iPad Mini, but I keep it updated and everything, but it wants to update to the 26. Um, but I haven't done it yet because it said it could slow it down, and some people are having problems, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna do it, but it says it shut off the liquid glass and all this other stuff, but I haven't had time to do it. But I having problems with my computer as well. I can't get another one. I have a laptop. And I made this stupid mistake of updating it. I just see somebody said I love you. Hello, welcome into the stream. Carpo says nope. Apple brand is too expensive for me. You can get refurbished ones, I guess. This one my husband got me in 2018, I think, and then or 2019, something like that. I always wanted one, and he got me this for Easter. It was on sale. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for all the love. And there's cool girl or cool grip. I can't see that, but hello, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you feel better, Carpo. What did everybody have for dinner tonight? Hey, peace, everybody. I like to tell everybody peace. Anyway. Do you want a mod, Carpo? I don't know. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I've used this one before. I have a couple of them. I like this one too. It matches my shirt too. I love purple's my favorite color. I don't know if that's mostly like purple, but it looks pinky purple. Okay, Diori. Carpo, I buy refurbished. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's what someone else told me that. Um, yeah, I think sometimes people just upgrade and they really there's nothing wrong with their product and then they sell them. Where do you get yours? I've never bought refurbished, but I heard that you can do that and I heard it's okay. So where have you ordered from? Where would you do that if you needed to? Because eventually I'm going to need a new phone. My phone, I had it all charged up and it was dropped down to 70 something and then it shut off. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I was watching people's videos when that happened. So how's everybody's day? Did everybody have a great weekend? Um, I was gonna come on yesterday, but I didn't. I didn't think anybody would be around. Diore says yes. The refurbished has to pass regulations. I bought mine at a digital shop, but Amazon has them too. So do you think it would be safe to get them on Amazon? Eventually, I'm gonna have to save up and um, yeah, and do that maybe. Because everything's just too expensive. It's crazy. I got to redo my nails. I had this purple color. I haven't used this in a while. This is like the Orly. That's Orly, but I haven't used this in a while, and it's like getting. I don't know. I did them, and now like as soon as I was coming on here, one of them chipped. So I got to pick a different color, I think. But I'm in a purple zone. Purple is my favorite color. But I like pinks and stuff too. So I don't like all pinks, but I like any shade of purple. I do like blue and aqua and all those colors as well. And I like wearing green. And I like all the bright colors. So I believe I just read, make sure they have a return policy with no charge to ship if you had to return. Refurbish has to pass regulations. Okay, yeah. Because I see that I've never ordered anything. Well, I won't be doing any shopping until I get on my feet, but I see that Whatnot. People get things on there, and I'm like wondering about it. I'm wondering if I could sell some things on there, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not sure. Because I see that some people like old things, and I have an old video camera and stuff. Maybe I could get rid of that on there. I don't know. And a couple of things, but I've been trying to go through things and just I do this every so often, but it gets monotonous, so then I stop. But it's like springtime, so I don't know. I've always wanted an iPhone, but I've never had one because every time I would want to go get one, Moto would offer me this great deal, like 500 off. I got 500 or something off of this phone, but I'm still paying on this one, but it's only $13 a month. But the phone was like 1,000 something, and I think I got it for 300 to 400, but I'm paying on it, so they pay half and then I pay half or whatever. But it's like 13 bucks. But they're not going to be doing the Motos anymore, I guess. So I'll have to. Now they're offering Samsung, but I don't have the money to pay the taxes on it. So I'm gonna have to wait till I can do that. But if I wanted the iPhone, I guess I would have to get refurbished or something. Bye everyone. I'm head out. Good night. Good night. I hope you feel better, Carpo. I hope you feel better. Get your rest. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for coming. Has anybody ever, like, when you go to work, has anybody ever worked at a place where somebody gets sick and then everybody, like, you'll want to, I shouldn't say this, take a day off and just say you're sick because everybody else is? Has anybody ever done that? I did that once and I went to the beach. Yeah, I used to go to this beach. When I lived in upstate New York, I used to go to this beach called Grafton State Lakes. And that was awesome. I grew up going there when I was a kid too, but then you come into work with a tan. Anyway. anyway. Anybody ever do that? No, but I cut school once because of a pinball. That's funny too. That is funny, Dior. That's funny. I only cut school once, and they called it senior. Well, it was junior skip day. I wasn't a senior, but I was a junior. But I went to this one school, but then we moved and I went to another school. But my friends from the other school said, we're having junior skip day. And I never did anything wrong. I would get in so much trouble if I did. And I never did anything wrong. And I got off the bus and in their car and we went to the beach. Everything was about hanging out at the beach. And so one of my friends was there and they're like, your mother called my mother's house and wants to know. So they told her that I was there. So then when I got home, I was really afraid if my mother would get upset. And she said, well, why didn't you tell me? I would have let you go with your friends. And she said, the nurse called and she had to lie and say she knew where I was, that I was out, which I was shocked that my mother did that, but I never did it ever. That was the only time, but I had a great time up at Grafton Lakes. We took a canoe out. We went swimming. They have like a bunch of stuff there. I miss it. I miss going there. You know what I mean? Because like the lakes in New York, you could look down, and it was clear, and you could see there was fish in there sometimes, and you could see the fish. But I don't want to go swimming in the lakes here in Tennessee because there's clay or something in the water, but you can't see. You can't see down in the water. So I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'd rather go in a pool. I like swimming in the pool. Yeah. So does anybody go swimming yet this year? I don't know. I'm like a swimmer and I always swim. And since my husband died, I haven't been able to open my pool. And it's something I have to learn. I have to learn how to do it. And my pool's not chlorine, it's Baquasil. Right now, there's water on the top of the cover, and there was a whole bunch of tadpoles in there, and there's frogs going wild out there. I should bring you guys out there at night sometime, or I could. Actually, it's wet, so I'm not going to do it now, but it is loud. They're like croaking like crazy, and my bedroom's back there, and they're keeping me up at night. They're keeping me up at night. It's like, wah, wah. That's all I hear. It's like crazy. One year, a couple years ago, I got this plastic bag and I tried to catch them and put them in there with this net. And I walked up the road and and I let them all out. And then about 3 days later, they came back. Some of them came back, not all of them. But I was like, what the hell? When I had the fox in the yard last year, they eat them. So, yes. But the top of the pool, the cover is filled with water. I have to drain it. I plan on doing that if it's not raining. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. But yeah, I was going to do like an outside stream, sit outside and do a stream out there some point in time. Like probably would be between 2 and 4 or earlier, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be out there at night. But at night is when those frogs come out. The frogs come out at night. Yeah, I had the fox. They're on my channel there's a couple of videos with the fox, and then there's a bunch of shorts. And they were super cute. They had babies. They had their babies. It was a fox mommy with her 4 babies, and one of the babies never came out past my shed. It would stay in the back. It was very, very tiny. And I filmed them out my window because if I open the door, they run really quick and they run away. But they were having a ball in my yard last year. They were like jumping over each other, running around, playing, and coming up to the pool area, taking a drink. And they were like, yeah, they were a blast. Today I had a huge deer out there. I didn't mind because I got a mow and he was eating, so I was like, I didn't bother him. But he or she brings her babies out there too. There was like 3 of them. But yeah, I don't like it when they eat the flowers. I don't know. I don't know why. I live in a neighborhood. And I have a fence around my yard, but they jump over it. The fence really isn't that high, and they jump over it. They go in all the yards, but mostly mine. I don't know why. I'm like a peaceful person. I could walk up to some of them. One of them had babies last year and they were in the front yard, and I would go out because you get your garbage and then you get your stinky garbage. So garbage goes out once a week, but then the stinky garbage, like if you're eating a piece of fruit, I put that in a separate bag and I take that stuff out every day or whatever. And usually do that later on after dinner or whatever. And a few times I went out at dark and they were sleeping in the front of my yard, these little tiny little baby deer. And I'd be like, hi. And they didn't run from me. But then as soon as somebody would come next door or something, they would dash, they would run. They were cute. And some of them are older now. So that's nice. Snow White yard. Yes. There's a lot of little things. I saw a chickmunk out there the other day, and I got a bunny out there. There's a rabbit. I seen him in the front yard, then I seen him in the backyard. Um, but yeah, there's houses behind me and on the side of me. But a lot of people, they have their whole yard cleared, and I don't. There's a couple of trees back in the back and stuff. So they're probably in there with bushes back there or something hiding out. But yeah, I got a tree that's over my house. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm nervous about that. Oh, we got 7 likes. Hey, everybody. I'm glad everybody came in. I didn't set because it was late, I didn't even put the schedule on, but do people like that when I schedule it? I don't know. And I didn't put it in the community area. But if you like me coming on more, I will. Just having chats. The last 2 times I was on really late over the weekend. I apologize, but I had things to, I went over a couple things, I guess. We talked about seafood on one of them, but nobody really came. There was a few people that came later on. I love that movie, Snow White. Actually, I have a picture behind me that's Thomas Kincaid. It's Snow White. It's a print, though. It's not like it's a print of it. I don't know. I like Thomas Kincaid. He used to have, before he died, they had 3 art places up there, whatever you call them. And after he died, somebody else bought it out. But one of the ones that's in Gatlinburg still has the name on it, Thomas Kincaid, because it's out of stone. And his art galleries, 3 art galleries. There was 2 in Pigeon Forge and 1 in Gatlinburg. But like I said, somebody else bought them out, and they still sell some of his stuff in there. But one year for my anniversary, my husband got me one. And they didn't have the one I wanted, but I like all of them. But I liked the Little Mermaid. I liked that one and the Aladdin. And I liked Rapunzel, but they didn't have any of those. And he got me the Snow White because that was the only one left. And I showed it on one of my streams. Maybe I'll show it again, but it's up right behind me, actually. Yeah. It's just a print, though. It's not like the painting. The painting would have been really expensive, but it's just a print. So did anybody do anything good for the weekend, for the holiday weekend? Wait till you see when I take you in my yard. I got a lot of weeding to do out there. Oh my gosh. There's these like orange lilies that grow up back there, and they're coming up now. Some of them are open. But yeah, I'm afraid of poison. There's some poisonous stuff out there as well, so I got to be careful. And I didn't plant any of my seeds yet because I haven't been out there because it's been raining. Like today it rained in the afternoon, and it was so hot earlier I wasn't going to go out there. Can you guys even hear the frogs? Because I can hear them all the way here. I don't know. I should go open the window so you can hear. It's a horrible sound. They're croaking. I don't know what kind of frogs those are, but yeah, they swim in the water. Uneventful weekend. I went to the Dollar Tree. Woohoo! Oh, did you get anything good? You should do a haul. You should do a haul. Oh, I got a couple of things. Next time I stream, if it's not outside, if I'm inside, I found couple of my purses that I got on Temu. I'll show a few of those, and I'm still gonna do the Temu thing, but I didn't get that together yet. Dave in Bangor, Maine said everything canceled here due to the weather. Yes, here too. Here too. Yes, everybody's getting the different weather and bad weather. I can honestly say that we really did need the rain, and um, this would be probably a good time to go one of those waterfalls because they say to go when you get a lot of rain, and we've had so much rain. But I don't know. I went to one of them once, and it's on my channel. I did put it in the playlist, um, but I don't know if I'd go there again by myself. You know what I mean? I did that by myself. When I went, it was barely coming down, but it was. And I still have some videos to put up for that, but I kind of wanted to do it like a relaxing thing. I don't know. I'll have to, like, I wanted to do it either on the stream, and I was trying to figure out how can I restream this, or if I do it on like a premiere video. It's just the waterfall. I never put that up. I did put waterfall pictures up, and I did my video of the waterfall and my hike and everything in. But I have one where I just put the camera on the waterfall where it's just flowing, and it's for several minutes, and I thought that would be relaxing. I love being by water. Yeah, I wanted to watch some movies, but I ended up starting to organize stuff. I ended up making brownies. I didn't want to, but I was I was gonna freeze some of them, and I'm like, the heck with this. I just ate them. Each day I ate some, you know what I mean? It was like a small batch though. It wasn't like it was like anything really big, but they were delicious. Oh my gosh. When you make brownies with the oil, they're so much moister than if you put butter in there, the sticks of butter, but yeah. But I have some recipes to make. They were a box brand. They were dark chocolate fudge brownies from Duncan Hines. I like Duncan Hines. I have a sweets problem. I have high triglycerides, so I'm not supposed to eat that stuff like that, but because it does make me sick if I have too much of it. Chloe's over there. She's like, oh, hello. What are you doing? She likes when we're streaming. She knows what the camera is because ever since she was a little puppy, I always took their video or their picture. I was trying to think of if I could do her picture around, but I don't have many places to do that unless she does have she's got a little flower for her collar, and she has little different colored bows. She's so adorable. She's looking at me. um, yes, the recipe calls for oil. Sounds yummy. Yes, the oil. Some of them do butter though, like some of them, I don't know, but they come out better. I might have to get my recipe book out and make some. Chloe likes hearing your voice. Yes, she does. She's been like hanging out with me, and I'm watching people's videos, and she's been jumping up in my arms, like, and just like instead of sitting on my lap, she wants me to jump up in my arms and me hold her like this, and I'm trying to watch the video, and then she like nudges my hand. So I was like, she got a lot of petting today and yesterday. Yeah. Didn't you? She's looking at me now because she knows I'm talking about her. She got 2 treats today, didn't you? You got 2 treats? She's tired. This is her nighttime. She trained me to put her on the couch at the end of the day, and she didn't used to do that. We would all sit on there and watch it, but I got the TV on for her. Yeah. Oh, what was it? Kyle Busch passed away. One of the race car drivers passed away. It's horrible. He got pneumonia, and then it gave him sepsis, and he passed away. He's a really good race car driver, you guys. I think I got pictures of him when I moved here. NASCAR. I'm down near Bristol Motor Speedway. It's expensive to go there. I'd like to go there someday. Yes, I saw that. Yes. So anyway, anybody watch any good movies or any good shows? I try to keep myself really busy. If I'm not watching YouTube, then I'm doing something. Oh, there's Al Potato. Hello, welcome in. Well, thank you for coming. How are you? How was your weekend in Canada? How's your weather? Are you in springtime? I don't know. Let's see here. I got my iPad here. We can do explanation time. That gives you my time. So sometimes when I'm out walking, I can't. If I'm outside, I don't have, I don't usually use a second device. So then I can't put that in there. YouTube doesn't allow you to, for some strange reason, YouTube doesn't let you text. So you have to have a second device to text. So sometimes when I'm walking, I'll say, oh, what time is it? So it only do Eastern time. So I'm not going to stay too long. But how are you doing? It's spring, but still kind of chilly some days. Oh, that must be nice. We're supposed to get 70s, I think, and 80s this week. But we had 90-degree weather before. I noticed the iPad's like behind. It's like, I don't know why. Anybody watch any good movies? I've been wanting to watch a movie, but I don't know what to watch. Sometimes I sit there and click it around, you know what I mean? And then, oh, they have movies on YouTube sometimes, and different channels have that. And I watched a movie on there the other day. I don't remember what I watched, but it was pretty good. How are your turtles doing? I had one in my yard there, was it 2 weeks ago when I mowed? There was a turtle in my yard. Usually, sometimes when it rains, I get turtles in the yard. Oh, we got 8 likes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We're almost halfway through the week tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we're going to almost be to the weekend again. Woohoo! It's always nice to have a 3-day weekend. We had a 3-day weekend here in the United States. Memorial Day. I got a pretty good night's sleep last night, but I got to get back on my schedule. I got to get back on my schedule. It's hard for me to do a schedule. I don't have concept of time sometimes. I have no clue. It's hours and days and minutes. It's not days and years and months. It's the hour. I screw up all the time. Al Potato says, I watched Project Hail Mary a few weeks ago. It's an amazing one. Oh, I never seen that. I don't know what that's about. I have Hulu and Disney. I have Disney, the Disney bundle, the Disney Plus bundle. And Hulu, or Disney bought Hulu out. And I get the ESPN Plus, but there's never anything on there. It's all old stuff, usually. I used to like this show called Chesapeake Bay, and I don't get that channel anymore. I can't remember what channel that used to be on, but that was pretty good. And at Christmas time, I always put the Hallmark channel on, and I don't get that anymore. But Hulu plays some Hallmark movies. Yeah. So anyway, we got 6 people here. Thank you, everybody. Where did Cool Girl go? Or Cool Grip? I don't know. I saw that she came in. So anyway, yes. Sorry, I didn't stay long. I gotta go. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in. It's okay. I'm not gonna be on too long because it's a weekday. Yes. So probably another 15 minutes or so will go, maybe, if we're, or maybe even earlier. I don't know. I wonder if anybody went on any vacations this weekend. I mean, with the gas prices and the way the prices are, and I live about an hour and a half from, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Seaverville area, and then another hour and a half from like Asheville, North Carolina, and they have the Biltmore there and stuff there as well. And then I'm out probably about 2 hours from Cherokee, North Carolina. So I'm in a surrounding area where there's a lot of places to go. Right now, I don't have the money to go. Otherwise, I would be going there streaming it. I'm trying to get videos, figure out how to get the videos off so I can put some of that up from what I did so that you guys could see it. I'll figure it out one of these days, but I'm trying to work on my computer right now. And I'm having problems with my computer. That's the problem. But if I could get them off some way. But anyway, that's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is I'm in near the Gatlinburg and Seaverville and Pigeon Forge. They say that's one of the most visited places in the United States because there's like Dollywood's out there. There's all kinds of stuff out there. There's the Smoky Mountain, Ripley's Smoky Mountain Aquarium. There's something new out there since my husband passed. They built this new thing called Akita. They have zip lining. They have all kinds of stuff out there. They have restaurants, really a lot of restaurants. There's there's a lot up there. There's a lot. But I'm kind of wondering, I know a guy that's up there and he streams and it was like dead this weekend. So I don't know. I'm thinking because it was downpouring rain, but I'm wondering if it's because of the gas prices. But usually that doesn't even matter because there's always people up there. We used to, when we drove up there, we could get license, we could see license plates from everywhere. Like people from all over go up there. There's a lot of hotels, a lot of motels, and Dollywood. She owned. Oh, and there's Ripley's Believe It or Not. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think of what else. And Dollywood, Dolly Parton owns the Dixie Stampede. I've been there about 2 times. I've been to Dollywood. I used to have season passes there, but not every year. I'd have that a couple of years in a row. Dior says, I put $15 regular in my car and it barely gave me a fourth. Oh my God. That's what I'm afraid of because I just don't have it. That's why I've been staying home. I apologize. I love to stream and go places, but I think this is going to be a tough summer of me doing like this and in my yard and stuff. But I think a lot more people like it this way, so I don't know. But yes, I know what you mean. I don't even know what the gas is, and I'm gonna have to get that soon. And I don't really have that much. I think I got it like a $20. That's it. It sucks, doesn't it? I don't know. It's horrible, and people like they push those cars that are electric, but someone said the batteries are really expensive, and then I looked it up and they're like 2,000 to 4,000, maybe even more for some certain cars were those electric cars. And I also think electric cars might cost a little bit more to insure as well. But I don't know if they're just trying to push that. But I also saw that electric cars don't have the maintenance of a gas car. Like, I guess you still need your oil changed in your electric car, but it doesn't have the components that everything has, so it lasts a little bit longer. But I'd be worried about that battery, like if it would go. It's like that's a lot. I think your chat would like that backyard streaming. Yes, I did that a few times before. But I just would yeah. It's nice out there. It's just in the yard instead of inside. It's hard because I don't have good lighting in here. But then again, if it's like 90, it would be hard. So I don't know. But I don't want to be out at night because one time I did a stream and ended up being at night and I stayed. So yeah. But yes, I can do that. I'm going to do that. It's been raining so much. I usually get like my table. I have a table that I usually put on my deck, and sometimes I put it down there. But I have another table that's in my shed. I have a big table in my shed, and it's like a glass table. It's got an umbrella, and I used to draw. But I haven't taken that out since I haven't had the pool open. And if I get that out myself, I can't carry it. It's very big, so I have to. Usually, take it out, and then I take one end of the table and move it, then take the other table to move it. That's how I do it. Oh, there's Holler. Hello, hello. How are you? How was your weekend? Did you have a nice weekend? We're getting non-stop rain here, and it's supposed to rain all the way to Sunday. So I don't know. We had a little bit of a break today during the day, but then it was so hot out. So how are you? Did you have a nice weekend? Did you have anything good to eat? Yes, lots of rain. Sucks. But it is what it is, I guess. So happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And thank you for all the likes, everybody. I like this background. I've used this one before. I got another one that I used the other, I don't know, was it last week or the week before, and it had pink coming down. But yeah. I want to do some stuff for my channel. Yeah. We had rain all weekend until yesterday afternoon, but today was beautiful. Nice. Yeah, we had some nicer weather earlier, but then we got more rain probably right before dinner, around dinner time, around 4 o'clock or so. And it sounds like it stopped, but we had downpouring last night, and I was getting nervous because they said I was in flood zone. They were this beeping noises, and nobody was up. I almost didn't know what to do. I didn't like that. And my mom goes to bed early, so I couldn't call her, but I didn't want to. I needed somebody to talk to. I almost put the screen. I almost came on here, but it was like 2 in the morning. I'm like, oh, they're gonna think I'm really like nobody's gonna be there. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, it is. We're getting a lot of rain. They flooding area, but I don't know if anything did flood. I'm not, knock on wood, in a flood zone, but the surrounding area is. They fixed a lot of drains and stuff around just in different areas. Yeah, it's been raining since I think last Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. It's been nonstop rain, except for today. We had a break. And it's way too wet for me to go do yard work and mow, so I couldn't go out and do that. Sometimes they say it's going to rain and it doesn't, though, so I'm hoping that we get some clear days, you know? So how are you doing? How are you doing? Do you have anything good to eat over the weekend? Did you go to any cookouts? I wanted to cook out. I got to clean my grill. I got to clean my grill and see if it has any gas in it, because I don't think it has much gas in it. But I have to, when I take it apart, then I got to oil it and stuff. You know what I mean? I got to clean it and then oil it. And it hasn't been used in a few years, so I'm like, I got to get that out. I want to get it out because it's another thing I'm starting to move on from, you know what I mean? I love cooking out. I love cooking out and eating out. Yeah. I can't stand being like stuck inside too long, so I start to get a little bit like, oh, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's good, but then other times it's not. And it's hard when, you know, with the gas prices being so much, and, you know, I like to explore and see things. Doing great, Holler says. Oh wow, that sounds serious. Yeah. Yes. Holler. No, not really, just regular stuff. I've been using the air fryer more than less barbecue. Oh, I would like to have an air fryer. I don't have one. And so I don't think I've ever had air fried food other than if they have it at the fair. I do like the fair. I don't know when that is here, but that sounds delicious. That sounds very good. I had soup for dinner, and then the other day I made fish fillets, whatever they were. They were from Mrs. Paul's. You put them in the oven. I had that the other day. They were delicious. It's not something I eat all the time, but I had a box of that in there. I don't know if I'm going to buy them again, but they were really good. Mrs. Paul's, I think, yeah, it was called Mrs. Paul's, but back in New York, I was saying on the other stream that they used to have these haddock fish fries. They used to have a couple places where you could get fish fries and these huge onion rings and French fries and everything, and they were long. It was like haddock, I think, and it's in a roll, and you could put your ketchup and your stuff on there. But I don't see any of that here, unless it's in Johnson City where I've never been. But I've never seen that kind of fish here, so I don't know. And I don't like a lot of fishes, but yes, I like the fish fillets. Yeah, that's what I had. It was Mrs. Paul's. I don't usually buy that, but it was really good. It was something different. Um, I just had that with broccoli and some. I try to eat black beans because that's healthier for you. So what I do is I drain all that and then I put some lemon juice on it and I heat it up. So yeah, I had the broccoli, that, and the fish fillets or whatever. A couple of them, I put two of them on there. It was really delicious because they're breaded. They're breaded, and I like ketchup. Who likes what is that white stuff? I don't know. What is it called? I don't like that. The tartar sauce. I like ketchup. Even if I would go to McDonald's, I would get the fish fillet, but I would put the ketchup on it, and I'd get nothing on it because it's disgusting. They put that orange cheese on there and everything. I make really good macaroni and cheese, but I haven't made that in a long time. Homemade macaroni and cheese. I try to, because of the high triglycerides, I got to stay away from too much carbs, but every now and then is okay. I'm in the mood for like a nice big Italian meal, really. Yummy. I love manicotti and stuffed shells is my favorite. And I do like chicken parm. I love chicken parm, and I don't know. But um, I use ketchup or barbecue sauce. I love sauces. Yes, I do. I like that. What's that red stuff called? I don't know. Yesterday I couldn't think, or the other day, the last time I streamed, I couldn't remember the name of it either. It's red stuff. They make it in with the shrimps. Cocktail sauce. I like the cocktail sauce on there. They make some that's a little bit hot, and you put that on your fish fry. Yeah, I wish there was a place down here at Fish Fries. I don't know. They don't have that. What do they call them? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what fish that is. That it's a long thing. Yes, cocktail sauce. That's good. And I like the shrimp and all that. There's a really cool place up here. It's called Bubba Gump's. It's based off of that movie. What's that movie called? I'm trying to think. Um, Forrest Gump. Remember that show, that movie, Forrest Gump? Anyway, there's a place up in Gatlinburg, and they make delicious snow crab. They're really big. Dip that in butter, and they give you this. Well, they have different stuff on the menu, but they have delicious everything, and they give you a lot. I actually have a cup too that has a light in it because whatever I ordered came. I got to keep the cup, and the light still works on the bottom of it. But anyway, it's called Bubba Gumps, but they come around and the waitresses come out and they'll ask everybody. Everybody gets involved at this restaurant, and they say, "Oh, this or this or this," and they ask questions about that movie. I never get it right. I never get it right, and I've seen that movie, but many years ago, and I never get it right. But yeah, there's always somebody at a table that knows it all. You know what I mean? And but that's fun when they come out and they do that. I don't know. And then they have this that's based off of the movie, And outside they have an area where you can take pictures or whatever. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's a very good restaurant. It's very delicious. And I remember my husband, we would do like all week for our birthday. When it was our birthday, it was like, oh, it's my birthday week or his birthday week. And he would ask me what I would want to do, and then he'd pick stuff for whatever he wanted to do. He always liked to do bowling, but I always liked to go up to Gatlinburg or somewhere, and he took me there once or twice for dinner, and it was delicious. Run, Forrest, run. Yes, that was actually a good movie, but But it is funny when they come out and they ask the questions. The food is absolutely delicious, and the shrimps are big. It's called Bubba Gump's. And they got Mexican restaurants up there and all different stuff. And there's a place in Pigeon Forge called the Old Mill. It's beautiful. And that has like ham and mashed potatoes and those that like down to earth home type cooked meals, and it's all wooden, and they got this like water, it's an old mill outside and you can see the water flowing. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, and there's like a whole village there where there's like stores and everything. There's a lot up there, and they got a lot of the Dixie Stampede. The first time I went there, someone said they don't give you forks to eat because back then I guess they didn't do it. So they bring you food, but you don't have. So I made sure that when we went there, I made sure I put plastic forks and knives and everything in my purse and stuff when we went there. But they put on this whole show, and the meal comes with the show. You know what I mean? And you're sitting on these, like it goes down, it slants down, so you're sitting there, you know, and they have this ring in the middle, and it's like the horses come out, and they're doing tricks on the horses, and like standing up, flipping, and doing all these weird things, and then they have a bunch of different stuff. It's really cool, and their outfits almost look like from Texas. They're all sparkly, and the girls come out in these like skimpy things, and they're on the horse. They're shorty shorts, and guys too, and they do like a whole Western show, and then they have a shop when you come out, a gift store, and you walk out. And I have I told you I collect these Trail of the Painted Ponies. I only have a few of them, but one of them I got at the Dixie Stampede, and they're over there in my cabinet. I'll do them during the day sometime on a stream. Um, Movie trivia. Okay, yeah, I could do that. We could do that. Um, we could do a movie trivia. Um, so there's another. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I've been in the Titanic. They have the Titanic up in Pigeon Forge. It's like just like the movie. It's based off of the movie, really, and it's a replica. So you walk in, and they have the stair, that main stairway and everything, and you walk around. So anyway, when you go to their you have to make a reservation, and then when you get there, a lady or a guy, whoever works there, they come out, and then they give you a name. If you're a woman, you get a woman's name. If you're a man, you get a man's name. And there's somebody that was on that ship. You're getting somebody that was on that ship, and then you get, when you're going through the ship and you're seeing all these things, there's one place where you can look and you can find your person, and it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's fun to do that, yeah. So the outside of it's really cool. They have like, I don't know. I do have some video of that, but I don't think the video is very good of it. But I want to get some of these videos off my computer so I can show you guys. And when I went up to Cherokee, they have the casino. They have O'Hara's up there. They have O'Hara's Casino, and that's beautiful up there. And you walk in, and they have that one of the entrances you walk in, it looks like rainwater coming down. I don't know. It's all like very indigenous and very cool the way it is. It's a beautiful place. They have concerts there, I guess. They have concerts there, and they have a pool, like if you stay. But we always drove up and drove back. But so then besides that, I come from the upstate New York, where the horse racing area, you know, the Saratoga race area. But I don't think they're there now. But when I lived there, they would have the horses around town. They would have different artists and different companies did them, and they were all around town. So when you go up to Cherokee, they have bears. So some of them represent the chiefs, different chiefs and stuff like that. It's really beautiful. It's beautiful. And Cherokee is very down to earth. So they get a lot of people like from cities and stuff, because it's a very like relaxing area to be, you know what I mean? I don't know, but you can go to, I went to the Indian reservation once where the Cherokee was. Um, and we walked through there and they showed different things, how they were making different things, and there was like a little nature trail, and there was like dancing. They did some type of dancing and uh, indigenous chanting or whatever. I don't know. I've been to the powwow up there as well. I've got that on my computer. I'll put these videos up if I get them off. But the powwow I've been to maybe 3 times or so. Yeah, I've been to that maybe 3 times, and that's like usually they have one in like, I'm trying to think. The ones that I would go to were usually like in July or so, some point in time around that. And they have like some sort of fishing contest or event. I always wanted to go to that. They put tags on the fish, and then if you catch one of the ones with the tag on it, you get a certain amount of money. I don't know. Is something wrong with the chat? The chat's not moving. Is everybody still here? We got 9 people. Hey, everybody. Is my chat not moving? I don't know. Am I talking too much? So you can ask me any questions if you want. I should try to come on at the same time. All right, you're still here. Anybody want to ask me any questions? I don't know. And I've been to Asheville, North Carolina. That's the Biltmore estate is there, and that is I'm trying to think, the Vanderbilt. It's the Vanderbilt mansion, and the Vanderbilts are also in New York. They have stuff in New York City, but the father of the Vanderbilts, he had owned part or had something to do with the railroad system, and he had a bunch of kids, and then when he passed they got the money. So there's some of the relatives are in New York City, but then there's George Vanderbilt and his wife. Is it Edith? I don't know. Anyway, they lived in Asheville, North Carolina. So that's the Vanderbilt men. And they were related to Gloria Vanderbilt. And Gloria Vanderbilt, she had a house in my area where I lived in upstate New York. But if you ask the Vanderbilts about her, they snob her. I don't even know why, but I don't get it. Holler says, sorry, I'm still here, but I'm going to listen for a while. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer unless anybody wants to. I could probably have a whole conversation with myself, maybe. I don't know. I'll try to come on. I'm going to do different times, so just keep your notifications on. But I'm going to end it soon. But yeah, so in Asheville, North Carolina is that. And the downtown Asheville area is pretty cool. They have, it reminds me a little bit of Saratoga, but not really. It's completely different, but it's similar. Their downtown area has shops and stores, and they have restaurants and a dance club, and they have a lot of very artistic-y things there. But I've never gone there by myself, so I don't think I'm going to go there by myself. I'd have to have somebody with me. But I used to have season pass to the Biltmore, and at Christmas time, going in the mansion is just awesome. And then they have rose bushes and places you walk outside, and they have this big, what do you call those big things that have the plants in it? I don't know what it's called. It's not an auditorium, but it's something like that. Anyway, they have different areas you can drive to. They have horse and buggy, which I never did that. I always wanted to. So maybe if I ever get a season pass again, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to want to go on that horse and buggy, but it's kind of expensive. But me and my husband were going to do that. We never did. And they have horseback riding there, but that's really expensive there. But they have all horseback riding up in the Gatlinburg area and Pigeon Forge. But I don't know. I haven't been up there in a few years, and all these places, all their passes went beyond $200. And I remember when I had my pass, it was 70 something and 49, and then it went up to 70 something. So I don't know, they're crazy now. $200-300 for seasons passes. Dollywood's pretty cool too. It's fun. That's in Pigeon Forge. But like I said, she owns the Dixie Stampede. So they have other stuff up there, but there's shows, they have shows. There's an upside down house. I think I never went in there. We were going to go in there once, but we didn't. They have the Hard Rock Cafe. They used to have the one in Gatlinburg, and I got a shirt from there, but then they closed that one and they opened a bigger one in Pigeon Forge, and I've been to the bigger one. That's near the Upside Down house. But yeah, I'm just talking about all the stuff that's around in my area that I wish I had money to go to these places, but I am a streamer. I don't plan on stop streaming, so eventually maybe I'll get to go there again, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me when I do Upside Down House. Wow, yeah, I have pictures of that. Should I put that up on my? Um, I could do maybe a short video with that, but it's a picture. It's not a video. I don't think. Um, but that stuff's on my stupid laptop, and I can't figure out my laptop. I should have never updated my laptop to Windows 11 because it messed up my whole thing. And I did buy this thing to get my pictures. Um, that's my other computer, but my old computer is what I got to get it off of. So my old one can't go online anymore, and that's where all those pictures are. And some of them are on this old camcorder that I have. But yeah, the house is literally upside down, but it's I don't know what's in there, if it's what's in there. But they have like magic shows up there, and they keep changing things because like they had, there's a Elvis thing up there too. I like Elvis, yes. Love me tender. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, I'm trying to think. There's so much. I mean, I could talk. And my husband, he used to bring me to. That's what made it worth living here. Like all these places to go to. Yeah, they say the Pigeon Forge and the Gatlinburg area is the most visited place. I don't even know what things cost up there anymore. But like with the gas prices. But then they're still probably going to get people up there. Because they always do. Because they get people from all over up there. There's a lot of good shopping up there. There's something called the Tanger outlets. I like Coach bags. Of course, I like other bags, but I can't afford them. I always wanted a Louis, but I'll never get that. I like Chanel, but I'll never get that. Those are very, very expensive. So maybe a knockoff one someday. But the Coach bags. The first time we moved here and my husband brought me up to the Tanger outlets, they have like the Disney store, they have the Coach outlet, they have Michael Kors, they have some other outlets too. They have Nike, they have a Swarovski. It's like a whole thing. But so the first time I went into the Coach store, okay, my husband, he's like, I'll get you a Coach bag. I'm like, really? And it was my first bag, okay? So he was like, so we go in there and all these ladies are going crazy. And I'm like, oh my God, it was packed with women. And he just said, just hurry up and let's get out of here. Because he was the type of guy that wanted to get what he had to get and get out. So I couldn't make up my mind. I'm like, so I started to turn around and walk away because we saw the prices of the bags. And there was a lady standing there at the door with these coupons. And she said, oh no, honey, that's not the price. And I'm like, she handed me the coupon. And my husband, he's like, oh, okay, we can get you one. So I walked around the store. I'm like, oh, look at this one. Look at this one. And all these women were in there doing the same thing. They were going freaking nuts. They were like, oh, this one's pretty. That one's pretty. You know what I mean? And I was like, I think I was in there for over an hour. And my husband said, you better hurry up or you're not going to get one because I can't be in here anymore. This is crazy. So I had two and I couldn't pick. I said, pick a number, and I'm holding behind me and everything. And he says, just let's get in line. I'll get you both. So I got two, and one is black, and I like chains and things like that, and it's got the chains on them. I'll have to show you. I'll show you. And the inside's purple, this gorgeous purple lining, and then my second one's gray. It's gray, and it's got chains on it as well. And it's got, I don't know, I haven't been able to get ones in a while, but I do like that. I wanted to get the Coach backpack because with leather, when you get leather, it lasts forever. Yeah, when you get leather, it lasts forever. And that's why I wanted the backpack. But I liked the white one, and I never got it. So um, that was something I'll have to save. I'll have to save my money up for that. Maybe I get a secondhand one or something. But I do like the black one, and I like the white one. But I really wanted the white one. But I like white, and I do like black. But I have a pink bag too, a tote coach bag or whatever. It's a tote. Cute. What a great guy. Yeah, he was a really good person. He really was. He was very he was a quiet person. I'm a talker, and he was into sports a lot. He was into sports a lot. But he is gone, and it sucks. It sucks to like be with somebody that long and then them being gone. But yeah. And I never thought I would live anywhere because like I'm from the upstate New York, and like he's like, "Oh, you're probably." I got a chance. Like the company was closing that building down where he worked, and it was one of the only buildings they didn't own because they're pretty much nationwide. And we had the choice of Arizona, Illinois, or here. Illinois is way too expensive, and Arizona is too hot and it's too far away from New York. So they flew us here to check the area, and I'm from the Adirondack area and Saratoga County and everything. So it was like, okay, well, I'm not a city, like I like the bigger cities, but I don't really like cities here too much. But so he said to me, "Oh, I got a chance to move there with my job because otherwise he would have had to start over because he had worked there many years, and he would have had to start over if we didn't move here." And so he kind of like said that to me. He says, "Oh, you're probably not going to want to move here." And I really didn't want to, but I did it for him. So like, yes, that's how I ended up here. But yeah, something wonderful will happen. Hopefully, yes, I hope so. Excuse me, I burped. It's hard to do maneuver in this world right now with the way the prices are, and trying to find work, and just having to do everything myself, mowing and things that need to be fixed or whatever. I'm just like, okay, well, can't do that right now. So I don't know. I get nervous sometimes for myself, but um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really like having company anymore either. Like I'd rather like meet people out or something if I'm around my friends or things like that, which I don't know too many people because every time I meet people, they move. Because this is like a transition area. They call it a transition area because there's some big companies here, and people come here and then they leave. So I don't know. But it's there's a lot of hiking trails and stuff, and I can't go on them by myself. So there's a lot of bears. Um, there are a lot around. Yes, lots of bears. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. Woo-hoo. So we're gonna end it shortly. But I gotta go to the store tomorrow, so I don't know if I will or won't stream tomorrow. But if everybody just keeps their notifications on. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. Woo! Don't go alone. No way. Yeah, I know it. I did it. I did it alone. If you watch the one I did the hike on my own. The one that's in um, my playlist. It's about 30 something minutes long. If you watch it, um, I did that one because one of my friends, she was supposed to go with me, and she said meet her there, and I never been there. So of course my stupid whatever the Google GPS thing is, because I still don't know my ways around here. It took me some back roads, and I got lost and everything. And by the time I got there, but anyway, we were supposed to go on this hike together, but she brought her elderly mother, and her mother couldn't go up. So she said, "You can go if you want, but we're going to leave soon." Her mother wouldn't make it up because these were steep hills that I went up. I kept having to put my camera in the back, and I couldn't stream it because I didn't even get a signal. There was absolutely no signal up there. But I do have footage of the waterfall. Usually it's in full and it goes all the way across, but it was only in the corner. And I have footage of that, but I have to figure out if I can stream it or maybe just put it up as a it's going to be like a peaceful thing when I put it up, like a nice peaceful thing. But yeah, I did that on my own and I was like proud of myself, but like people were coming down and I was going up, and when I got up there, it was nobody because everybody had already gone down. And yeah, I don't think I'll do that again on my own though. I kept thinking, oh, is there a bear around? You know what I mean? But it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. It was beautiful up there. The waterfall was beautiful, even though it wasn't in full force. And then I walked up further, and there was another area, like a lagoon area, where the waterfall would come down, like it comes from the top, and there was another area where it cascaded a little bit and then went down. So that was really beautiful up there. It really was. And I fell backwards. I had my backpack on and I was trying to film and I hit a rock. My feet hit a rock and I fell backwards. And it was a good thing that I had the backpack on because I probably would have smacked my head or something. But the phone fell out of the gimbal and landed in the water. And luckily nothing happened to my phone because it was in the case and everything. But that was weird. So yeah, it's not a good idea to do that on your own. I'm not going to do it on my own again. Don't do anything dangerous. I need you. Yes, I know it. So this is going to be a tough summer because of the prices. So I'm probably going to be on words from Luna forbid you for hike alone. Yes. Yep. And the dark thing. I have no concept of time, but no, I'm not going to do that. I was supposed to go with her, but somebody, and then they couldn't go. And I was already there and I drove pretty far to get there. And I just took the chance. I'm like, I'm just going to do this. Because she kept telling me, you can do it, you can do it. And I'm like, I don't. And she was trying to keep in touch with me when I was doing it. But then I totally lost signal with my phone. And she was going to wait for me at the bottom. But then it took a while for me to get up there. And then when I reached this one area where I got a small signal for texting. And she was like, oh, I'm already gone. So she didn't wait for me. So I don't know. Well, I understand she took her mom, but I don't want to go do that on my own. I don't really like hard trails. That was a hard trail. It wasn't too hard, but it was hard for me. I have a heart murmur, but it was 100 degrees that year. And that was hard. It was hard. It was hard. But I did it and I was really proud of myself. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It almost looks fairy tale-ish if you watch the video because like I'm walking on the trail and then there's like a cliff here. It would look really pretty. And I had to eventually take it off the gimbal and just use the phone. But there was parts where it was really, really steep. So I had to stop the camera and put it in my backpack. So there was a lot. Even though it was only a 30-something video, there was a lot of editing that I did to it. I had to piece it together, all my different videos, you know what I mean? But I think you make a backyard home stream fun. No, spend summer streams. Yes, and I like going to the park and doing that, walking there to the lake or whatever, at the lake. But I hope I can, I don't know. But yes. So anyway, we have been on about an hour and a half, almost. It's like 2 minutes away from being an hour and a half. So thank you for all the likes, everybody. I don't know, my iPad says 10 likes, and then my phone says 9, and we got 4 people here. So yeah, there's a lot into editing. I could sit there for hours. I haven't put any videos up, and I have to do some editing and put more stuff up. So I'm gonna make myself a schedule, and then so if I upload, it's gonna be 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock is when you're gonna see my stuff coming up when I do put stuff up. And if it's at night, probably I don't know if it was 6 or 8 that I wrote down. I don't know. I wrote some stuff down to try to organize myself because I don't have concept of time sometimes. Um, but yeah. So anyway, but I love streaming, not whether it's doing this with you guys. More people like this, I find out, and I'm like, oh, because I could like go for a walk and then nobody's hardly there, but then I come on here and there's a bunch of people. And I know a lot of people do like the later streams, so I don't know who's going to be there when I do. I used to do 2 o'clock streams, is what I used to do when it during the summers. But then I was doing a lot of modding and stuff. I mod on a few channels, so I mod like maybe 5 channels. One of them I'm not modding on anymore. Um, but yeah, and sometimes like I'm on Noah Burdens, but like he comes on late, so I feel bad I haven't been there, but I need to go over there and help out. But I'm on a bunch of them. I give you guys who made shorts. I can't see that. For some reason I can't see that. It's shorts. Kudos. Edits are difficult and time consuming and you did it. Yes. I love doing it. I do love doing that. I like creating and doing all that, but it is time consuming. And sometimes like I got a really fast internet, but sometimes it takes longer. And I'm like, oh, great. This is just great. Sometimes they'll say like half an hour and I'm like, what? So, but yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to do more of that. I want to do more of that. I think it's fun. I like doing creative stuff like that. Um, and sometimes when I put stuff up, sometimes I like to make it look like a movie. If you look at some of my past stuff, not all the time, but sometimes. Um, I just squirted out. I thought about trying to do vlogs, but I don't know how good I'd be at that. I don't know. I thought I could bring out my bathing suits, but I'm not going to put them on. I need to get in shape, but I could show those. I could do like a stream and show you because I have a lot of different ones. You get a good amount of views on your shorts. Yeah, sometimes. I think because I haven't put too many up, there wasn't many this time. I don't know. Um, I love doing the shorts. They're fun, but I haven't done the videos because I get different people. Like there are people that only like videos because there's a lot of channels out there that I know that I'm subscribed to. They're subscribed to me and they only do the videos. And they don't watch the shorts. But then there's the shorts people that just watch the shorts and they don't really watch the videos. And I didn't put a lot of videos up for a while, so I need to work on the video side. So yeah, and I think the shorts are fun. You can use the good music on the shorts, and I do really like doing the shorts. I do have some shorts. I haven't put them up yet, but I don't know when I'm going to put them up. But I do think that they're fun. They're fun to do. Shorts are fun, and I love streaming. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to come up with a title. I don't even know what I should call this one, or maybe I should just leave it the way it is. I don't know. I don't think I put a title on this one. I don't know. Happy Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, so I think everybody is getting that rain. A lot of places are getting the rain. And the middle of Tennessee, like, if you look at Tennessee and it looks like it's a point, well, it's this way. This camera's backwards, but there's like a point, like it looks like a finger pointing. I'm up here in the corner, and Nashville is kind of like in the middle, and I don't know what's over here, but I'm in the point, in the very point. That's where I'm located. Yeah, shorts are fun. It took me a long time to figure things out. When I first came on here, like I had to figure out, first of all, where you stream and how you get on here. Like, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know it. Could say that I'm proud of myself because I learned a lot. Like it took me a while to learn, do all these things. And so in the beginning, it started off very slowly, you know what I mean? Like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I still don't know how people are putting music on some of their regular videos, but I think you have to pay for that. I think they're paying for the license, and a lot of them are like $9.99. So right now I can't do that. But yeah. So anyway, I think we're gonna get going. It's about 10 after. I'm showing about 10 after 12. So I've been on about an hour and a half. And so keep your notifications on. I'm so happy that everybody came in. I'm happy to see you, Dior. And I hope Carper Brodus gets better. And who did we have here? Cool Grip and Holler. And there was somebody new on here. Um, and Al Potato and everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Okay. Okay, thank you for hopping and for the company. Yes, thank you so much for coming. I hope that if anybody has, I don't know what I'm going to call this, maybe just Happy Tuesday Hangout. I don't know. I used to call it Happy Chat, but I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, so okay, we'll keep your notifications on, and I'll see you on the next one. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not. I don't know yet. Anyway, thank you so much, and hugs, hugs, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a good night, Dior. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.